Hello, my friends. Hope you are all doing well. Happy Tuesday. I am just going to pop up my screen and get the comments going and make sure we are good to go. It looks like we are good in frame. Happy Tuesday, my friends. Today is Tuesday, January 7th. And happy 2025. Welcome back to another episode of Teach It Tuesday with Tammy and Jenny. For those of you who are new to my page, welcome. My name is Tammy Savello and welcome to Cards by TLC. I'm so excited today, you guys, because we are kicking off the brand new 2025 January to April mini catalog from Stampin' Up. I did do a few sneak peeks already. However, today we get to officially order from it. We get to open up the catalog and look at all the funness. And I am so excited. Today is such a big day. You can order from the mini catalog. You can order from the celebration. You can earn celebration points. New kits, new scrapbooking, all kinds of new product today. So today we are going to be using one of my absolute favorites out of this. If you know me, you know my brand. It is butterflies. So I am so excited that on page 39, we are going to be playing from elements from the beautiful bokeh suite. And it has this amazing butterfly, amazing paper, and the bundle is a hybrid bundle, so that means it can die cut and emboss at the same time. We're not playing with the beautiful sequins. We'll do that with another live. That'll be a shaker card. Stay tuned for the end of the live. I have some information on a class that I just opened today. So excited for this, but it pertains to this whole suite. So let's go ahead and take a look of what you get in the suite. I already showed you the little sequins. So these make great shaker cards. I'm going to be making some fun shaker cards with this. We have 6x6 bokeh, beautiful bokeh designer paper. It has the bokeh like lighting elements on one side. And on the other side, it has this fun, like, splotchy splatter. So we're going to be playing with this blue, this balmy blue today. And then, of course, this bundle, like I said, it's a hybrid and bundle. So that means that the dies, this 3D embossing folder, you can cut and die cut at the same time. And what did I do with my little butterfly? I might have put it over here. Bear with me, guys. It might still be over here at my die cutting station. Oh, there it is. Okay, here we go. Wanted to show you the main die that goes in with that. So we're going to be playing with that today, and I'll show you how I do that. And then we have a die that cuts out a layer, like a top layer for our butterfly. And then we're going to be playing with this amazing die. This actually die cuts in the fold and kind of gives you a fun fold. And then we have our butterflies, and then these two labels go hand in hand with the happy birthday, so thankful for you. So we're going to be playing with all this goodness today. But of course you want to see the project. The project is so much fun. I was inspired by my fellow demonstrator, Amy Kuntz. And there is, see what I was talking about? It makes a nice little fold of the butterfly. So of course we had to do blue butterflies. That is my thing. That holds a very special place in my heart. And then we finished off with these brushed brass butterflies. I have to say that really slow because that is really hard to say fast. And if you're coming in, say hello. Pop in and say hello. Love to say hi to you. And then that's what we finished off with our card today. So let's go ahead. Oh, And so with our embossing folder, like I said, you can do the hybrid embossing folder. You can either die cut and emboss at the same time, or look at the amazing embossing that the folder itself does. This would be fantastic to take some blending brushes to and add some color. So let's go ahead and dive on in. And we will go over the parts and pieces. Again, all of these pieces will be on my blog post tomorrow at cardsbytlc.com. So be sure you head over there in case you missed anything today. We are starting off with a standard card base in thick basic white, and that is cut at 5.5 by 8.5, scored at 4 1/4. We have the Bokeh Balmy Blue piece of paper that is already cut at 4 by 5 1/4. That is this piece right here that goes in the background. We have a second piece that we're going to be cutting. We're going to be stamping and cutting the top part of our butterfly. And then we have this second piece that we're going to be cutting out our butterfly to make it, attach it to where it looks like it's a card. So let's go ahead. Oh, and then I have this piece to stamp our happy birthday on, and we should be good to go. So first things first, what we want to do is pull out this die. And like I said, this die makes a cut, but it leaves it, see these little notches right there? It leaves it to where it cuts into the fold. So what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to line those notches up with the score line of my card. And then when you run that through your die cutting machine, you get, of course, we've got the magic of TV going on already here. You get this piece right here, and see that pops up like that. And then you just pop this little piece out right here. And did I not cut that all the way through? I did not cut that all the way through. So we are going to cut this piece on camera really quick and make sure that we get a good cut on that. So I am just going to turn to this area back here, and I am still with you, but I want to make sure that that cuts all the way through. So I am still here, my friends. I am just cutting this piece back here and making sure that this cuts all the way through. And I tried to be fancy and have it done ahead of time, but there we go. See, this is the piece that pops right out, and this pops up like so. So we're going to pretend that that magic of TV worked. I just didn't get it cut all the way through to where it pops out. So we have our amazing butterfly that pops up like that. And then we're actually going to, I know I'm going to be really bad about this, but we're actually going to be cutting off of its poor little head, because we're going to recreate the head. The head and the piece that gets stamped and cut out at the same time, I don't like the way it lines up. So what I'm going to do next is just come in with my paper snips. I know, poor little butterfly. I'm so sorry. And just kind of cut at a point to pop the head off. And then next, what we're going to do is we're going to be making the top part of this butterfly. So I'm going to come in here with my Balmy Blue, and we are going to stamp, and this is where we're going to be stamping and die cutting and embossing at the same time. So I'm going to come in with that Balmy Blue. Sorry guys, I'm going to go a little bit slow and tender on my left wrist. I had taken a little fall on a walk, and messed up my wrist a little bit. So that did get cut off just a little bit at the top, but that is a-okay. Because of course I have already done that ahead of time. But what we do next is we take this die and we take our embossing folder and we're going to lock that die in the embossing folder. And then what I like to do is I just kind of like line it up with the die, the outline of the die. I can see the outline of the die. And then I flip this over and then I just slightly adjust that, close that, and then with the plate number 1 and plate number 4, because we have to treat this as a 3D embossing folder, you run that in spine first and like you would a 3D embossing folder. And then with the magic of TV, we have our embossed, I don't know if you guys can see that, but there is some embossing on that. We have our beautiful blue butterfly. So next up, what we're going to do is we're going to decorate the outer part of our butterfly here, right around the edges. So I'm going to come in with these 2 wings, the photopolymer wings. And what that does is you'll know this is lined up correctly based on the way the wingspan goes into the bottom of the thing. Because if you do it over here, you'll see that it is slightly off, but you'll know that that is the right wing and this is the left wing. And you'll know by that by taking the wings and kind of putting them at an angle. And then I am going to come in here with my balmy blue, or yes, balmy blue. Did I do that correctly? Yes. I just make sure I put that down. And then I'm just going to come in here and do this off to the side because looking through the camera is not the easiest. And then I'm going to flip this around and I'm going to do the top part of my wing like so. And then we're going to come down and do the left side. And we're going to rotate that up. Just like so. And then I am going to, I'm going to go ahead and use this for scrap. I have these spots that I'm going to add some extra spotting around, but I'm going to be stamping off and just adding some extra spots. Just come around here. It doesn't need a lot because you are going to be covering that up. So that's kind of really all I'm going to do. Maybe I'll do one right there because the butterfly does cover it up. And we'll put this off to the side. And you can do one of 2 things now. You can die cut the bodies out in maybe basic black and give it a body to line up down below. I'm just going to keep it kind of natural. As we all know, butterflies are never the same. They're all natural in their own element. So we are going to cut that up. And then what I need to do, and I just realized this has this bottom flap here. I was like, why is that not looking right? We're going to take this piece right here and you're going to snip that out. I'm just going to come in and remove that. Let me cut this just a little bit better. There we go. Trim that off at the score line, kind of like do a little angle cut right there. And this is what it looks like. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take that 4 by 5 1/4 inch piece of designer paper, and that's going to go on the inside. And we'll glue that down, and then we'll go over the next step of putting the inside body of the butterfly. And you can do either side, but I'm going to go ahead and do the bokeh side. Just like so. And then what you're going to want to do with this next one is go back in with this die that we did our flap with, only this time when you run your butterfly through, you're going to want to not line those notches in with the score, but you're going to want to go just above that, and then you're going to run it through your die cutting machine. And of course, with the magic of TV, we have our other butterfly. Now, what I am going to do next is do the same thing. We're going to remove its head, only because the front of the butterfly already has the head. So, yes, we're taking his original head off, but that's okay. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to add some adhesive to the back part of the butterfly, and then we're going to line that up with the other butterfly and adhere that out. And I already know that that's gonna bug me. There we go. I've got an extra little piece there. Let's come back and add some more glue right here. And then we're going to line the butterflies up just like so. And then we're going to close that butterfly. Make sure that that's lined up. And glue that down. And there we have it. I just want to bring this up just a little bit. It's gonna bug me. There we go. There we go. And now we're gonna take the top part of our butterfly and we're gonna glue that down, and that gives us this beautiful balmy blue butterfly. And I'm just gonna glue that down. I'm not gonna put glue on the antenna part because we want to pop that up and make sure that that goes in really nicely. And then we're gonna stamp our sentiment on the inside. And Time to Celebrate is what I used. I'm gonna come in with the balmy blue again. And it fits in the butterfly perfectly. There we go. Time to Celebrate. And then on the outside, we are going to do our happy birthday. And remember that cute little strip of blue right here. I'm gonna stamp that in balmy blue. And then I am going to step away for just 1 second. And we are going to take this die and line that up and run that through our die cutting machine really quick. Oh. run that through. I have not left you guys. And we have our birthday label right for the front. And I think this time I can either pop this up or lay it flat. I think this time I might take some Stampin' Dimensionals or a foam adhesive strip. Where are my powerful scissors here? Just gonna take a strip and cut this little piece off. And we're gonna pop up our sentiments. And then we'll add our brushed brass butterflies. I have to slow that down to our card. Because, of course, we're doing butterflies. And the butterflies are in the annual catalog. And I just happen to think that they were absolutely perfect for this. As you can see, I'm on my last ones, so I'm definitely going to have to order some more. We have our little butterfly here. And there we have it. There is our cute birthday card. And there's still some room that you can even write a message up here or down here in it. But there is our happy birthday card. What do you guys think? So cute, right? Absolutely love, love, love this bundle. There's so many ideas going through my head right now with this bundle. I am so excited. Like I said at the beginning, I actually opened up a class today with this suite. It's a super short registration. So here are the details. Be sure you head over to my blog at cardsbytlc.com. All of the details, the registration form is in there. I'll link the description. I'll link it in the comment section below, as well as on the replay on YouTube. I'll link it in the description box below. But for $35, we're going to be making 8 cards. We're going to do a gift card holder, a shaker card, a fun fold card, and more. And you're also invited when you purchase any classes from Patty and I. We have a private Facebook group that we have video tutorials on there, gifts and prizes. Like I said, registration is very short. It starts today, January 7th, 2025. That is a typo. And it goes to January 15th, 2025. And the packets will be mailed out in February. You don't need to be available. These are pre-recorded videos, so you craft at your own pace. That is how we do our classes. So all of the details are on my blog, again, at cardsbytlc.com. But that is it for me, my friends. Jenny is not doing a live at 4 p.m. today. She is spending some time with some family, much needed break. So she will be back next week with us. But in the meantime, I hope you all have a wonderful day. And thank you all for joining me for another episode of Teach It Tuesday with Tammy and Jenny. And I will see you all next time for more creative fun. Bye, everyone.